Hello, welcome to this week's episode of How's the Market, Pensacola. Happy Veterans Day. It's Veterans Day 2019, and it's kind of a serious moment here to start the show off. I'm going to put a number up right now. Right now is the Veterans Suicide Hotline. Hopefully this gets shared a ton of times because we need to get that out there. 22 a day. 22 veterans a day take their life. And for those of you who do not know, my little brother actually joined that number about a month ago. So this is definitely a near and dear to my heart, especially on this particular day. I'm a veteran, so I'm thanking every veteran for their service and realizing that, hey, you can just reach out. You're not alone, bro. You're just not alone. But I'm not trying to make this a somber moment. And we're not here to talk about that, although I do want that number out there. So please share this number that I have on the screen right now. Even if you're not sharing this video, share this number out there so that we can get this out to anyone. Maybe we can save one. All right. So what's this show about? Let's talk about real estate. Let's go. I'm a man on a mission. My mission is to help people break through all the noise out there and don't need no permission. I want to help you get to actual truth. Don't you just want the truth? All right. So I always start the show off the same way, discussing this slide right here. If we have between 6 and 7 months worth of inventory, we have what's called a neutral market. Anything greater than 7 months is a buyer's market. Anything less than 6 months is a seller's market. What this doesn't say is anything less than 3 months is a hyper seller's market. Anything greater than 9 is a hyper buyer's market. Let's take a look at the two counties. We're starting here in Santa Rosa County. And as the last few weeks have been done, everything under $500,000 is a hyper seller's market. Everything. This is still, even this Veterans Day week, we are what they call a crisis in inventory in Santa Rosa County. Look at this. Between 100 and 150, there's only 22 properties active. 22 properties active. And some of those are lots. So we don't have homes available at that price point. Literally 0.9 months worth of inventory. We don't get new homes. By the end of this month, by Thanksgiving week, we're out of houses. We're done. We have nothing that you can buy in Santa Rosa County. 150 to 200, there is 73 homes, but it's still only 1.1 months worth of inventory. So there is a crisis there. The 2 to 300, you're starting to get 162 homes available, 120 homes available. But Steve, even that, we don't get new homes. We're out of homes by the end of the year. We're done. So hyper sellers market from $500,000 down, $500,000 to 550 is still a seller's market. Not necessarily a hyper sellers, but still a seller's. 550 to 600 is an exact definition of a neutral market. Now, one of the reasons I bring this up is because marketing a $575,000 property is different than marketing a $475,000 property. If you're listing, that's different marketing. If you're buying something in that price point, that's a different offer strategy because you understand that there's only 1.9 months worth of inventory at 475, but there's 6 months worth of inventory at 575. So you can start to make some more aggressive offers. Whereas here, things are selling at 99 and 100%. This, they're selling at 97, 96%, something like that. So you can start to make some more aggressive offers at that point. But as a seller, you need to differentiate, understand that you're going to make a little more negotiation, but also understand how you need to separate yourself. 6 to 650, we're back to a seller's market, not necessarily a neutral. And then above 650 is considered a buyer's market. I know they market yellow, but we're not quite a hyper buyer's market. We're not over 9, but it is over 7. And if you remember that first slide, anything over 7 is considered a buyer's market. That's Santa Rosa County. What does Escambia County look like? Well, just like last week, looks like everything under 300 is considered a hyper seller's market, but this has gone up a little bit. We've added a little inventory between 250 and 300. Everything under 300 is definitely a hyper seller's market. I know that I have a couple of properties coming in this 50 to 100 range. I got 2 of them coming this week. And, I put one of them up last week. I think it survived about an hour before we had an offer. But again, if you look at that 100 to 200, there's not many homes. All right, 88 homes, which is a lot better than Santa Rosa County and the 20 some odd homes, but the appetite's still there. That's that first time home buyer. There's also some investors looking right in that price point. So 1.1 months worth of inventory, whereas 150 to 200, although we have 136 homes on the market right now, it's only 1.3 months worth of inventory. So definitely still a hyper seller's market. And then all the way up to 450 is in the seller's market range. 450 to 500 jumps straight to a buyer's market. So we don't really technically have a neutral market in Escambia County right now. It's just slightly over to a buyer's, but that makes a big difference if you have something at 450, because which bucket are you in? Are you at 449, 450? Now, would I say something at 450 needs to be listed at 449? No. Have I got clients that were sitting at 450 that have dropped into this bucket? Yeah, but there were multiple items that had to happen in order for us to do that. But understand, it's different marketing here. And understand, again, just like in Santa Rosa County, if you're buying in these price points, these are different negotiating strategies. So 500 to 550, creeping up on a hyper buyer's market, and 550 to 600 is a hyper buyer's market. So $500,000 to 600,000, buyer's market. Okay, buyers and hyper buyer's market. So you've got to start negotiating, and you can see that at this hyper buyer's market, things are selling at 96%. 96% on list is what they're selling at, and at 96%, you're taking 4% off of 500,000. That's what, 20 grand. So yeah, and then the 6 to 650 drops back down to a seller's market because of lack of inventory. It's not the crisis levels that we see over at Santa Rosa County, but it's just a lack of inventory. So that dropped back down to a seller's market, and then everything else is a buyer's and a hyper buyer's market. So that's the numbers this week. If you've not got over to the Facebook page, we're doing some contests starting this week. So get over to the Facebook page, facebook.com/Shane Willis, the Realtor. Some of you are watching this on Facebook, just like the page. You want to like the page. Like I said, we're doing some contests. And here is Veterans Day. I did an episode of 5 Minutes in Real Estate today where I talk about this is celebrating 75 years that we've been able to do VA loans. 75 years for VA loans and the bill that came out that created the GI Bill. So make sure you listen to that today. And that's over at the Facebook page. I put that out. That's a daily, quick, 5, 6, 7 minute video that I put out Monday through Friday, talking about different aspects of real estate. But today was obviously about VAs because it's Veterans Day. So, all right, I think I'm going to go get my free lunch because there's a lot of places around town giving veterans free lunches today, and we really appreciate that. I think I'm going to go have a steak. Thanks for watching. My mission is to help people break through all the noise out there. And I want to help you get to actual truth. Don't you just want the truth?